All right, guys, welcome back. Let's get back to it.
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
He said those that slumber
Is that ether?
now awake, or something along those lines. Who the hell was he talking about?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship! I will be with you anon. Thank you.
I was about to say, if you don't do your dragoon jump, bro. Show off. That's crazy though, bro. Really just took like a chunk of the earth out, made a new crystal. I'm sure that shit like caused some problems over there in the at that kingdom. Oh yeah, it just took the whole kingdom with him. Like those people are now dead. Wait a minute. This is the hole I was talking about. I was like, is this how this was created? Something similar like that happened? But I guess not, because then there would be a hole here. And this is the place I saw in Balklot. I can't really... I forgot the name, but... I guess that's like technically one final crystal. Alright, let's head back to the hideaway and see what's going down. Back to their origin.
I need to tell everyone what happened at
Got a letter. Something's going on at the blacksmith.
and I'm going to need Otto's help.
We got to restock. And I didn't think we were... I thought we were like endgame, but I guess not. So maybe we might get a chance to get some more quests or hunts.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
What do you got, bro?
What do you want?
Defender. Better than what I have. Behemoth Shackle. Circle of Heaven, not as good. Not as good. Well, I guess we should get it. It's better than what we have.
I do say so myself.
And then reinforce it.
With your gear, or so will it be? Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
A new life. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life, the life she wants for her baby, but I suppose it's up to us now to make certain that little one gets it. Damn right. Alright, let's talk to Otto. Why's this guy chilling here?
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had.
Oh, I never did talk to him. I was supposed to send him there to help.
After my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
You should go help rebuild, bro.
I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
There's nowt like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your ale.
You've had 9 already. Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
Where is Edda? Let me buy everyone around.
Get you, Sid?
Well, someone's in a good mood. Drink up, you lot. The next round's on Sid. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Let's change the music. Oh, fine.
I've wronged so many. Ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved.
Oh, there's our uncle.
But save me, you and your brother did. Your uncle too forgave me my sins. Offered me a chance at redemption. Yours is a fine family.
Bro, the name's Clive. You don't have to call me E-Fruit.
Cherish it. I have wronged so many.
Where's, Edda?
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
What is it? It's the end, is what it is.
Hello, Uncle.
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in Stone here? All right, it may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
There's something about it.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky.
Oh, we're gonna make a
What's
ship
the
that can
shield?
fly?
The Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
We're gonna make an airship.
Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
There is much to consider.
Oh, our uncle's still sitting here.
Believe me, Clive, I would fly with you to Origin, nay, to the end of the world. If I could. Alas, my fear of heights prevents me.
I feel you on that, uncle. I also have a phobia of heights. Well, the Phoenix and Bahamut could get up there. I mean, Ifrit could too if Joshua and
Ultima may have created us.
and Clive fuse.
He doesn't make
Shiva
us
could
who
also
we are.
fly up there. She flies.
Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
It'll be a struggle, but at least we'll have our own free will.
But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering.
Exactly.
And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
No, we're not.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
If anyone owes us a debt, it's him.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Oh, yes. We've got hella quests. Oh, no hunts, though.
Make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
We've got 2 here. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists an ancient text deemed injurious to modern thought, that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that speaked within me to scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for the service rendered. We get 30 renown, so yes, all the renown.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
I need me all that renown so we can get that Genji glove. One more. In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on a rare deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me not to do with his supply of antelope bones. Karen. More renown. Say less. And we get to help.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Our best friend. We're gonna collect all these quests. Got one from Uncle. Wait, what? Oh, it's 2 back there. I thought there was one in the room. I was like, what? What do you got for us, Uncle? You're set on this plan of yours, then? I am. You never want to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Huh? Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Ha 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 ha. Ah. Three's company.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh? I would have done the same for anyone else. You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests? From what little I saw, you were right to be worried. I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly. But where do we start? True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart. But how would one even begin to unite the realm? The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel. I thought he was retired. He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter. Of course you have. And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Nope, not at all.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it. That's the spirit. I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas? Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith. Excellent. Thank you, Uncle. No, thank you, Clive.
Oh, brother.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother.
Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the Founder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
But whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
Our friends don't follow me. They spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them. Nor without you, Joshua. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield, and without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. Even when we were apart, you were always with me, and I trust you'll be with me now until the end.
Of course.
Whatever that may be. Whenever that may be.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
I think we literally would, to get that Genji glove, we need to do like one side quest.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
What up, bro?
With?
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but...
Yeah, why is this one special?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav.
Well, wouldn't it be best for Gav to overlook
so
it?
many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test then?
Sure.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Clive! Quick look. Always something, isn't there?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, son.
Fallen Enigma, Sail Forbidden Seas Orchestra Roll, and the Genji Glove. Yeah, we literally just need to do one side quest and we can get it.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
It's an accessory. Oh, wait. Who does? Oh. Doris.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Damn, I wonder if they're even safe, because everybody there was, Kashik. Got 2 more to grab here. And once we grab those, we'll wrap it up, and then we'll take care of the 2 that we have to talk here. And then we'll hit the open world. Which there are also a couple side quests out there that we have to pick up.
What do you think happened to Miss Midadol?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Midadol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Ah, right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Midadol's inventions.
You're one to talk.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Midadol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Whatever should I write next?
Oh, I think that other one's up top.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Cid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Cid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
All right. With that being said, we collected all the quests here, and when we return, we'll get started on these 3 that are here, and I will see you guys in the next part.